Yeah! Hey fam, what's up, what's up, what's up? This is Robert Anton here, robertantonnyc.com, coming to you with your no frills, the voice commentary from a singer. Yes sir, really, let me tell y'all, tonight is Battle Rounds 2 begins. You know, we had a debut, they just added this new thing, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about it, and then I'm going to tell you what happened during the performances tonight. First, this is the second round of battles, and the battlers have to agree on a song. Chris Martin is the mentor for all the battlers, and there's one steal per coach for this round, and there are only 20 going on to the playoffs. We started out with TeamBlake's Audra McLaughlin versus Megan Ruger. They did The Climb by Miley Cyrus. And Blake brought them out and gave them a short list of songs to choose from. And they quickly agreed on the song and met Chris Martin for pointers and rehearsal. Chris told them to bring out their Mick Jaggers, meaning to cover the stage area and get in the audience's face, while Blake kept warning Audra because she was falling behind the beat. You know, he said, you're losing the pocket, you're way behind the beat and you ain't gonna be able to catch up. So Audra had such a sweet, tender start when we started out this performance, while Megan was more clear and earthy. They had a lot of background vocals going on at some point, and I was just like, why are they covering them up with background vocals? It was in the chorus part. But when that wasn't happening, the girls were fighting it out. They both kept close to their general genres, but I didn't feel Megan really brought out the rocker chick, while Audra was really pushing the envelope. She seemed more like the rocker chick to me in this one. Usher told Audra she has a very unique thing she does with her voice and favored her. Shakira said Megan looked like a star tonight, but felt she connected more to Audra's delivery. Adam said Audra is one of the best singers on the show, but Megan kept up with her. And Blake chose Audra McLaughlin because he said she's a unique country singer. He didn't say country, I added that in there. Okay, she's the country singer, let's not forget. Team Usher was up next with Cierra, Mickens versus TJ Wilkins. They did Get Here by Oleta. Usher showed their clips, then gave them some critique and sent them off with their short list of songs, and we didn't get to see, well, how they got to their choice or whatever. Then Usher told TJ in rehearsal to work on his transitions while trying to get Cierra to take her time and fill the room. Chris also tried to get them to work together more on the song, and Usher challenged them to find motivation for their singing of the lyric. Always find motivation for the singing of any lyric. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there. I could feel Cierra taking the notes of Usher and extending her notes and really trying to fill them out, but it was like I could see her doing that. It wasn't really natural. It wasn't in her muscle memory yet. And then TJ came in, made me forget everything. This song really sounded exquisite in his voice. Cierra had some nice moments, soft and strong, but I was stuck on TJ's tone. His quality was just, it was so beautiful. They had some really nice moments together and had me shaking when they tore up the middle section, kind of like almost ad-libbing back and forth. Very, very nice. Shakira called TJ a phenomenal singer and said it was perfect. Adam just said it's a tough one. Blake said Cierra was perfect and TJ's voice is so good and mentioned the believable connection they had on stage. And Usher chose TJ Wilkins because he said he made the song his own. Totally agree. And then Blake mentioned the friend Usher was wearing on his head. In a voiceover comment while they were all shaking hands and hugging and stuff. Oh my God, he had me cracking up, bro. Blake is crazy. And if I have you cracking up even now and then, make sure to thumb up the commentary, let me know that you're watching. It also spreads the word, lets other people know that we are over here discussing the voice. Thank you guys so much for those thumbs. Next up we had TeamBlake with Jake Worthington versus Tess. They did Have a Little Faith in Me by Hiatt. And we didn't get to see them choose their song, but Blake pointed out some pitch issues in their first rehearsal, and Chris told Jake to think about the note before he gets to it because he was going flat. Both of them were going flat on a note. They said one note. But he told them to, you know, think about the note before you get to it and you'll hit it better. That's pretty good advice. Jake started out this one with a nice, smooth, and then gruff. And I was like, I hadn't heard the really like gruff before. And I was like, what? And the audience noticed it too because they were like, ooh, you know? And Tess came in with a nice rounded tone. She has such a clear tone, and Jake was all up in her world, singing to her, all up in her face and in her eyes. They created a really nice connection here, and they were blowing this out of the water, and Jake was bringing a fierceness that I didn't think I had seen in him before. All the coaches stood for them. Usher told Jake he got a chance to see something new. Shakira said Tess was a revelation and she blew her away. Adam said it was an A-level performance and said they both showed many signs of improvement. Then Blake chose Jake Worthington, and he said it was a tie and he had to have a loyalty to Jake. And Jake's the country singer. Anyway, Am I trying to make a point here? And all three of the other coaches chimed in to steal Tess. Yeah, baby! Usher sang to her. Shakira called her the best female voice on the show right now. Adam pushed his 2 wins as the voice coach. And Tess chose Shakira. And she said because she gave her the most heartfelt speech. Good for her, she's still on the show. TeamAdam was up next with Christina Grimmie versus Behymer. They did Counting Stars by One Republic. And y'all can see me beaming already because everybody is waiting on this darn performance, right? Christina Grimmie, I'm hearing it all over. Okay, they went straight from the meeting to rehearsal, and Adam told Sam she was all over the place and told them both to be more controlled. He also told them that rhythm and pocket are everything and were going to be the key to the winner of this battle. Chris Martin said he'd like to hear the chorus a lot better and told Sam not to go so hard on it. So in the battle, I don't know why I was so nervous before the battle started, right guys? I was just, oh my god. I was so nervous. Okay, but Sam started out with her sweet vocal tone, and Christina came in and added just a little melodic climb in her melody, and I was already like, go ahead on. Sam then hit a huge note, and Christina undercut her coming in with a nice intensity. Admittedly, Christina's voice sounded a little plain next to that of Sam's because she has such a unique tone, but Christina had more little moments where she brought something unique to the melody, and they both had some stellar high notes. I'm Team YouTube though, y'all. I got to say, I just am. Blake called Christina a stick of dynamite and said her voice cuts through but favored Sam. Usher said Christina seems like she's been here before and said Sam stayed in the moment. Shakira told Sam she has an interesting, unique sound but hasn't found her style and said Christina displayed more maturity and confidence. And Adam chose Christina Grimmie. Yay! Because Sam was more inconsistent and Christina was more prime and ready. Congratulations, Team YouTube! Team YouTube! Next we had TeamShakira with Patrick Thomson versus Josh Murley. They did Run to You by Bryan Adams. Chris Martin advised them to get some mic stands for when they're not singing and said sometimes he feels like people need props. Sometimes, yeah, they do. Shakira said she wants them to feel like rock stars and told them to sell it and she's gonna be the buyer. Work it out, girl. This song seemed to be more fit for Josh's voice, but I couldn't tell once Patrick came in. They both had a great sound on the song, but I was favoring the gruff in Patrick's voice, and he hit the big notes dead on this time and even got a little shortcut on the big note a second time, and I was sold. I was like, okay, go ahead on boy, you won this for me. Adam said Josh showed him a range he didn't know about. Blake said it comes down to taste and favored Patrick on this battle. Usher said Josh came out with confidence and said Patrick surprised him and said it was complicated to make a decision. And Shakira chose Patrick Thomson because she needs a voice like his on her team. For the last battle of the night, we had TeamBlake with Delvin Choice versus Josh Kaufman. They did Signed, Sealed, Delivered by Stevie Wonder. So we got to see them attempt to choose a song, and it didn't take Delvin much time to convince Josh to do some, Signed, Sealed, Delivered. So Chris advised them not to mess with the timing in the beginning. He advised Josh not to mess with the timing in the beginning and said the guys were game ready, like they were just, and from that rehearsal, they were ready to do the song. And Adam told Josh not to hold back and told Delvin not to be too monstrous, because he was all over this, this is his thing, this should be his wheelhouse, right? So I already knew one of them were gonna get stolen, so I wasn't really worried about who wins, because hey, the boys gave it away before the commercial. They said somebody's gonna get stolen, so I said, okay, so I ain't worried, both of them gonna stay on the show. I'm fine, no problem, I can just coast and watch. So we got a huge scream out of somebody while the lights were still down, and I'm still not sure who, and Delvin launched into the song. So I suppose it was Delvin, but it could have been Josh. Josh hit his part of the song with a lot more finesse and less melisma, but he kept pace and intensity of the performance. They seemed a little stagnant when they were singing to each other standing on the stage, but separated, and Delvin had a little bounce in his step doing his thing. They both were having some nice moments in this and hitting them high falsetto notes. Okay, I love that on this song. And I like both of them so much in the different ways. Just they both had their own strengths that I was just like, oh my God, how come you gonna choose one of them? Then they laid down the mic and left the stage, right? And I know Josh had to do that one, but like, come on, let's just lay it down and walk off. And Carson was like, where they going? Where they going? All of the coaches stood for them. Great performance. Blake said there was some studly singing in there and favored Delvin. Usher said vocally this was the performance of the day and called them both powerful vocalists and noticed that Josh came out of his shell. Shakira said Delvin surprised us all and favored him. And Adam chose Delvin Choice. He said because his voice is earth-shattering and he has an intangible charm. And Usher immediately chimed in to steal Josh, saying it was one of the most incredible vocal performances. And later on, while coaches were kind of talking. He said that he would have also tried to steal Delvin if he was the one that didn't get chosen. There you have it. Are Battle Rounds 2 living up to the hype? Are they more intense than Battle Round 1? You tell me down in the comments. This is Robert Anton, robertantonnyc.com. I am out. Peace.